Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are in the world. My name is Meg and I'm a fully qualified yoga teacher, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk a lot about yoga, tips and tricks and things that you guys can follow along from home to strengthen up your practice, but also some health and wellness as well. Today is my day 2 of your Fresh Start yoga journey. 30 days to a healthier you. Today we're going to be focusing on finding our breath and mindful movement with the breath. This is going to be such a lovely class to kind of renew, to start over. Breathing is such a brilliant way to kind of anchor the body, to calm the nervous system. So I'm really looking forward to this class. We're going to be looking at the Ujjayi breath and focusing on slowing everything down, calming that nervous system and moving with the breath when you're doing your yoga asana practice. You don't really need anything to do this class. You can use yoga blocks and a yoga strap if it feels best for you, but it's not a complete necessity, and when you're ready we will get started. We're going to start working on the Ujjayi breath. This is quite a nice technique to do and you can do it anywhere. I love to do this technique, especially first thing in the morning. It's really energizing and it just kind of really helps to center and get me into the right place mentally. We're going to start in a cross-legged seat. The Ujjayi breath is all about kind of pushing the out breath, I guess is the kind of best way to describe it. I almost like to think of it as like, you know, when you fog up a window to write something on like a mirror or something like that, you kind of go, it's that kind of principle. So we're going to start with the hands onto the knees. We'll roll the shoulders back and down. Use the core to keep you up nice and tall. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, just let the jaw drop down and get really kind of relaxed. So as you breathe out, it's like a breathe in. Relax the jaw. So I like to think that there's almost like in my mouth, when I open my mouth, like a piece of string with 2 like weights on the end. So it drops your jaw down and lets it get really heavy. So you're breathing in through the nose. And let the jaw open to breathe out. So this is your step 1 for your Ujjayi breath. To add on a little bit more, we want to try and push that out breath. So we're trying to almost close or kind of bring your tongue to the back of your mouth and like, I don't really know how to describe it, like close but not close the roof of like the back of your throat. So again, like I said, almost like you're fogging up a piece of glass. So pop your hand here and imagine you're trying to like create a fog on that glass, if your hand was a bit of glass, so then you could draw on it. So we're breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out, send the breath out with you. Breathe in through the nose. And out. In through the nose. And out. So maybe that feels enough for you, using your hand to kind of help prompt you, but to take this one step further, or if you're already competent or confident in this breath, we're going to do that same thing, but instead of opening the mouth, the jaw is still relaxing, but you're keeping the lips sealed shut. So think about breathing in. As you breathe out, let the jaw get heavy. Do that same motion of breath out, but keep the lips sealed together. In through the nose and out. In and out. So from here, choose whichever feels best for you, and we're going to do 3 to 5 breaths like that, depending on what you feel best and what you feel comfortable with. So maybe you're just going to focus on opening the jaw and letting it get really, really heavy and relaxing it down. Maybe you're going to use your hand, fogging up the glass. Maybe you're going to do the proper Ujjayi breath. So we're going to do 5 counts. I'll have my hand here. We'll breathe together. Breathe in. Open the eyes back up. Just take a second to bring your breath back to normal. Let it flow in and out of the body as it pleases. We're going to come into a few asana poses from here. So we're going to start in our tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to flex the toes, take the hips back towards the heels. We'll lift the knees and lift all the way up into your down dog. We're pushing the floor and the mat away from you and lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Let's pick up the right leg here. And then step it out to the side next to your right hand if you can. So your right foot is next to your right hand. We're then going to take your back knee down to come into your lizard lunge from here. Deep breath in and out. Make sure the heel of your foot is on your mat and your toes are coming off the edge at a 45-degree angle. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Deep breath in and out. This is option number one. If you want to add on a little bit more in this pose, you can come down onto the forearms. Deep breath in and exhale out. We'll flex the toes on the right foot and let the right knee fall out to the side. So you can do this whether you're on your hands or down onto the forearms. And then maybe bringing your right hand onto your right knee and pushing it away to get a bit of a deeper stretch. Deep breath in and out. We'll do one more breath in and out. The hands come back underneath the shoulders. We'll flex the back toe. And as we lift the knee, we're going to send the weight forwards in towards the hands and over towards the front foot. See if you can pick up the back leg and step it up to the top of your mat. So your heels are down onto the edge of your mat and your toes are hanging off the edge. We'll take a deep bend into the knees. We're going to come into our Malasana squat from here. So your hands can come down into the mat to support you, maybe on a yoga block. Maybe you can bring your hands at heart center and push the knees back and behind. If you're struggling to stay upright, so your back is folded, then please don't take the hands away. And also if your heels are not down into the mat, do not take the hands away. You need the extra support in front of you. We're pushing the knees back and behind, sticking the tailbone out and pushing the chest forwards. Push the chest forwards, breathing here. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's place the hands back down into the mat if they're not there already, and we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat, coming into your lizard lunge on the opposite side. So shuffle if you need to here. Your hand should be underneath your shoulders. Your left foot should be by your left hand. Your heel is down into the mat and the toes are coming off the edge at a 45-degree angle. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in and out. If you want to add on, you can come down onto the forearms here. Same thing again, deep breath in and out. And then we'll flex the toes on the left hand side. Start to let the knee fall out to the side. So you can do this again if you're on your hands or if you're on your forearms, and just think about pushing that knee away from your body. Deep breath in and out. In and out. Come back into the center. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to flex the back toes here and lift the knee again. And this time we're going to step the left foot with control to the back of your mat, into your down dog. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to come up onto the toes and bring the knees all the way down. Keeping the knees together and the feet together will relax over into your child's pose. Deep breath in. And out. In. And out. When you're ready, we'll come into a cross-leg seat. Coming into a seated position, cross-legged to whatever position feels best for you. We'll take the hands onto the knees or maybe bring them in at heart center. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're sitting up tall through the spine and the hips. Either softening the gaze in front of you or closing down the eyes. We'll take a deep breath in. And out. In. And out. Taking a second here to think of something that you're grateful and thankful for in your day. Taking one last deep breath in. And out. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching this video and well done for being here on day 2. You should be really, really proud of yourself. 2 days in, I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's going to be a lovely, lovely class. Enjoy the rest of your day and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow to practice again for day 3. Thanks. Bye.